Drive through western Siberia and you pass one oil installation after the next. In the swampy ground, the pipelines which form the veins and arteries of Russia's economy. This is Oil and Gas Central, Russian hydrocarbons for delivery worldwide, and not much sense of the climate emergency. Russian energy giant Rosneft has facilities everywhere. It's their key oil-producing region, and everywhere we see flares. That's methane, burnt off rather than stored or reprocessed. It's not as bad as releasing it pure, but still, it's a major source of CO2, with quite a bit of methane still mixed in. Rosneft has promised to end all flaring by 2030 as part of an impressive-sounding sustainability strategy.
But that is still a long way from reality. And that's really Russia's story, with so much oil, gas and coal still to extract for decades to come. What will those promises look like in 10, 20, 30 years' time?
Pipes laid in Soviet times, now rusting, no longer in use. The evidence of past oil spills still plain to see across scarred earth and dead trees. But then there are the leaks that we cannot see. Methane escaping from damaged pipes or faulty storage tanks, or vented deliberately at huge environmental cost. Rosneft's local security stop us at a checkpoint and then tail us for hours, not keen on us filming, even from public roads.
Why are you following us all the time? Почему?
Мы не следим, мы находимся на маршруте патрулирования. Это наш маршрут, маршрут патрулирования.
Russia is the #1 flaring culprit by far, and you can see that from the satellite data. This tool from flare analytics firm Capterio can track any flare anywhere and measure its emissions.
Yeah, so flaring, venting and leaking put together for Russia is probably of the order of 1.4 billion CO2 equivalent tonnes. So that's equivalent to probably about 50 million US passenger vehicles being taken off the road by solving this problem.
Petrochemical companies like Sibur provide one solution, taking these gases and processing them, turning them into polymers, which are the feedstock for plastics.
Опять же, новые требования, как говорится, сегодняшних дней заставляют нас думать о будущем нашей экологии, нашего мира, поэтому вот именно Сибур этот газ принимает, утилизирует его, перерабатывает, выпуская сырье для своих дальнейших переделов бизнеса.
Sibur is a green pioneer, setting out ambitious climate targets and investing heavily in low-carbon technologies. But if Russia is to hit net zero by 2060, the rest of the country needs to catch up. In the oil capital, Surgut, we meet some young recruits for the local oil firm on a team-building exercise, pretending to be oil pumps. And they aren't too worried about our warming planet.
Привыкли к холоду и любым климатическим условиям, поэтому для нас это нормально.
Can you imagine a Russia without oil and gas?
Без этого, мне кажется, вообще никак. Без нефти и газа никак.
But the methane leaks from Russia's oil and gas industry are just a fraction of what we burn using the energy that it produces. And if global demand stays strong, the sun setting on Russian hydrocarbons looks like it's a long, long way off. Diana Magnay, Sky News, Surgut, Siberia.